There are entrepreneurs who start their business because of a natural interest, and there are entrepreneurs who start their business because they recognize a business opportunity. Let's meet Fabrice Shema, owner and managing director of SOGEM, the company which produces paper bags. Why? Because the Rwandan government recently decided to prohibit plastic bags.
The idea came 2 years ago. At the time, the government of Rwanda eradicated to use the polyethylene bags in the country because of environmental effects. And when the idea comes back to me, and then I say, why we cannot set up a company locally who can produce these paper bags? Because most of the people want to import them from Kenya. And then the idea comes back on me, and then I start to make a feasibility study of this market, and then that is the way the idea came. I look abroad for the beginning. I went to Dubai, I went to India, I share some experience with some Kenyan people. And then there is many challenges for starting this business. And then the financial situation also was a big issue. The one thing is very costing on this project is machinery and raw material. So we getting not a very expensive machine, but a semi-automatic machine that can give us like a push for starting this business and to be involved in a financial situation with not a big money, I can say, for the beginning. We started 4 months ago, the production, and the production is still increasing up. So we are just in need to increase also our capacity and our financial situation to get some step ahead on our project.
Fabrice and his employees work 6 days a week to keep up with the demand for paper bags in Rwanda. And still it's not enough.
We are producing only like 10% of the demand. And now we are trying to increase up to see how we can increase up this demand and to get new machines. That is very expensive, but we hope that in the next 6 months we can reach our production up to 50%. But the demand is still very high. So this machine is our main machine. The machine cutting this big sheet in this small sheet. But as you see here, the machine have the creasing line and they have a cutting line. So the machine makes all of this, so the people can just fold it easily according of the creasing line the machine already made. Depending on the size of the bag, the machine are just cutting the bag, creasing the bag, and then the people have to make the bottom and to glue that bottom. Every people have a target to produce like 12,000 bags by month. And then at the end of the month, because when they go to get their salary, if they have more than 12,000, they will get a bonus of 10% from their salary, according of the number of they are producing over their target. And now people are just stimulated because they are not working only to produce 12,000 bags, but they are working to produce more than 12,000 bags. Per day it's about 500 bags per day, minimum of 500 bags. But now the target, they can reach 800 bags per day.
Financing for SOGEM wasn't easy. Because Fabrice didn't have any assets to start with, nor banks weren't able to give him loans. He eventually went to Grin, a financing institution that has other ways of looking at investments.
Grin invested $200,000 in SOGEM because we found like it was an interesting business, viable with a lot of opportunity, all from the entrepreneur side, the community, and from all the stakeholders in this business. The entrepreneur came to Grin with a dream, and by the time he had problems obtaining financing from the traditional source, commercial banks. So we assisted him having a good business plan that will plan for everything, what type of equipment to import, the type of system to put in place. And after starting the business, we are still assisting the entrepreneur to managing it very well and to have the appropriate growth. What we expect from our customer is a return, and as we are really a partner with the customer, we are sharing the risk with him. So the repayment base of the customer will be based on a fixed repayment and a variable portion that will depend on its actual performance. So on this case, it's a portion of its sales. That the customer will really repay only when you have realized the targeted sales. Growing is interested in every viable business except those in agriculture, those in speculative area. And as a consequence of that, the repayment period that we give to customers is between 3 years to 6 years. The minimum we can grant is $50,000 and the maximum will be 1 million per product.
So as you see, we are just putting every centimeter of the space to make to stock that our finished product, because our stock is very small. Even if in my office you find some stock here, but there is some customer who are just coming to take it. I'm very happy for this satin. So to make it in only 4 months, for me it's a very great job. I think that I'm a paper bag man. We have a dream every day, so we cannot say my dream is stopping only here. We have to push again our minds to have a bit dreams. Also, we can how to become a very successful entrepreneur in Rwanda. I think it's a step ahead we have to make to become a very good successful entrepreneur in Rwanda.